Yo, today we are going to get into question and answers. Today's question is about longevity and DNA aging. So we will get started after these short messages. All right, the first thing I would talk about is NAD+. You can find this in a lot of different forms, but please don't buy into the gimmicks that are out there. There's so many gimmicks when it comes to NAD+. You know, you'll see like capsules or powder. You'll see all different. You'll see nasal sprays, which I think will increase your NAD+, but nothing is as good as the actual injection form. Now, me personally, how I take NAD Plus is literally the best way you can take it, and that's through an IV. So I do an NAD Plus IV every single month. These are very expensive to do with a nurse. You have to sit there, especially in the beginning. You got to do it takes a couple hours. The nurse has to sit there with you. So you're talking $600, $800, sometimes $1,000 just for an IV. But I've got it down to a science because I can do them myself. Get the bottle for a very good price. And I throw 500 milligrams into the IV, like I said, once a month. And then the rest of the month, I'll just do a, shoulder injection with an insulin needle, 20, 30 milligrams every single morning. But let's talk about, what does NAD Plus do for the human body? Well, it is an amazing compound, okay? So the number one thing it does, it can slow down aging, which is answering the question that was sent to me on Instagram. It can increase your energy, improves cognitive function. It can reduce cholesterol, which is really big because I see a lot of people today with cholesterol issues, very common. It can reduce cancer risk. So increasing NAD levels may include the prevention, treatment, and arrest of certain types of cancer. Research has recently shown that NAD Plus has a role in cancer, and it could be more complicated than just saying it reduces cancer, but there has been some research that, since it does give you an energy boost, it can give the cells and enhance the cells to help with cancer. So it can improve your sleep cycle for sure, like that's for sure. And then it can reduce inflammation. Now, what have I seen personally? Okay, so like when I did the IV, I noticed right away like my eyesight's getting better. I know that sounds really weird, but that's literally how I feel. Basically because of the fog is going away. Your brain fog is going away. You feel a lot more cleaner. Your mind feels clearer. You get like a really nice, I would say not a intense, but mild energy boost throughout the day. And after the IV, I noticed like my digestive system, GI tract is like on point. Like I'll go to the bathroom, no problem. There was been times where I was having problems going to the bathroom, and I took NAD Plus, and like right after the IV, I was like, went to the bathroom, and I was like, wow, like that's awesome. Maybe a little TMI, but that's the truth. And then I just noticed like my sleep is better. Like I sometimes I'll take a nap after an NAD Plus IV, and I just have the best nap ever. Dreams are very clean and vivid. It's just amazing. Like this product, when it comes to longevity, I think is a breakthrough product. Like we just started seeing this product in the last couple years, and when it first came out, it was extremely expensive. Extremely. Like I've seen people charging $1,000 a bottle for 1,000 milligrams in Scottsdale, and I just like laughed at them. Because if you have the plug, you can get these bottles for like $150, $200, which is phenomenal. Especially like when you're doing as much as I am, which I don't think I'm doing. I'm not going overboard by any means, but 12 IVs a year, usually that would cost $500 each, and then a bottle every single month for injections. I mean, this can be pricey if you don't have the right plug. You don't know who to go through. So that's very important. So what else could we talk about? Well, we could talk about other things too. We could talk about methylene blue. I've seen a lot of claims that methylene blue is really good for longevity. So let's get into methylene blue. All right, let's talk about methylene blue and its benefits. So we're talking about anti-aging here, right? That's the number one thing we need to get into. So methylene blue plays a crucial role in mitigating effects of oxidative stress on skin health, potentially slowing down the aging process. So with the anti-aging effects of methylene blue, it really has to do with the skin production, the collagen production. As we age, our skin can thin and we get a reduced collagen production over time. Well, methylene blue has shown the effects to promote more collagen on the skin. It's been shown by scientific reports as the company with wound healing while hydrating the skin and thickening the skin. And topical methylene blue application has been used for psoriasis. That's skin disease. That's very common. So methylene blue has been shown to help manage those symptoms from that. Okay, so anti-cancer benefits, potential anti-cancer benefits. Evidence published in the Frontiers of Pharmacology found that the photodynamic anti-cancer therapy with methylene blue reduced tumor size in various types of cancer. Wow. Let's talk about it. Also has antiviral effects, which is huge because there's not too many things that can treat viruses. But in the 1890s, they were using methylene blue to treat malaria. In Africa, it's still used to manage malaria, actually. But here in America, we use other things to, anti-malaria drugs to treat malaria. It's been used for viral infections like the flu and SARS as well, which is a respiratory syndrome. So that's really cool. It's also been used for fungi species and bacterial strains. Been used to treat that, which is pretty cool too. So like methylene blue can help with vaginal yeast infections, oral infections, staph infections, and urinary tract infections. So this is some good stuff here that I'm reading. I didn't even know this about methylene blue. Very effective in tissues and demand in high amounts of oxygen, such as the brain, explains Dr. Berg. This has shown promise in protecting against neuro diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So it supports cognitive function. So pharmaceutical grade methylene blue can cross into the blood-brain barrier and may help reduce oxidative stress in the central nervous system. One of the cool things is it can improve your depression, improve anxiety, and also treat bipolar disorder, maybe. From what I'm reading, it says it can increase and release neurotransmitters in the brain, including dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. So it helps increase and release those neurotransmitters that has to do with your dopamine and serotonin levels. So these neurotransmitters are chemical messengers and help regulate mood and widely known as the feel-good hormones, quote unquote. We all know that about dopamine and serotonin, right? Like that is the main reason for anxiety and depression, I would say. A lot of times I see issues with anxiety and depression. It's because someone was doing something that they shouldn't be doing to lower their dopamine and serotonin levels by taking a certain drug or a certain compound out there to increase serotonin and dopamine, but over time, they don't realize they're doing a negative effect to their serotonin and dopamine levels. They're lowering, so basically if you take a drug to increase dopamine, serotonin, well, yeah, you're going to get a big increase and you're going to feel amazing, but there's always going to be a crash to that big hit that you just took. So you have to understand that. And then also over time with age, our neurotransmitters can become disconnected in the brain. So that's why ketamine has been doing very well, because it's been helping promote those neurotransmitters to connect back in the brain, because over time and with old age, those neurotransmitters can become disconnected. So methylene blue does all that. Now, let's talk about methylene blue on my point of view, and I've used it. So I've only used it, 2 to 3 capsules a week. I'm going to up it to 1 capsule a day. I've been taking it really slow, been feeling it out. I haven't seen anything myself, but like I said, I was taking such a low dosage. Today I took 3 capsules just to see if I would notice anything. I haven't noticed anything yet. I do notice my skin is it feels thicker. It really does. My wife is Filipino and she has very thick skin, really good collagen production. And we always laugh because my skin doesn't feel as thick as hers. So I really notice the thickness in skin because of her skin versus my skin. She's got very good collagen production throughout her body, and you can feel it. Her skin is extremely soft. It's thick. It's nice. So methylene blue, and we talked about NAD plus. These are 2 very good longevity medications, pharmaceuticals, whatever you want to call them. The good thing about these 2 compounds, methylene blue, you can find online. There's good sources online. If you need help finding a source, just hit me up. When it comes to NAD plus, same thing. NAD plus is considered a pharmaceutical though, so you need a prescription, right? Well, if you're one of my clients, or if you even get on my website, there's a membership called The Plug. And if you just wanted basically all the plugs, you wanted the support of basically, like, you wanted me to be there for you whenever you need anything, to point you in the right direction, there is a membership for that. And then there's also a bronze membership that is the next membership up from that, which comes with a little bit of coaching as well. And then there's a silver membership. Silver membership is perfect for individuals that want me to design programs for them, whether it be workouts or, their supplement program, their hormone program, hormone production, looking at their overall blood work. And then the next membership up would be diet and hormones, blood work, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of different things that come, I have a lot of different memberships out there and available to you. Depending on what your income is, that's how I would do a membership. If you can only afford $20 a month, then buy the Plug. If you can afford more, then buy the bronze membership. If you can afford $100 a month for actual one-on-one coaching, I think $100 a month is amazing, right? Because that's beating every other coach out there. I'm beating their prices across the board. I've been doing this for years. I've been beating their prices across the board. Not only am I bringing you one of the best products available out there, the fastest shipping, et cetera, with the companies that I'm going to put you in line with, but I'm bringing you the best product when it comes to coaching as well. So no matter what your goals are, if it's cutting fat, toning up, quote unquote, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster, whatever your goals are, I assure you I can help you reach them. I assure you. All right, guys, thank you for watching. God bless and take care.